Let us continue with the business of the day. Thanking Coach Johnson for joining us. Checkers, is this on?
It is.
Now I'm saying, Coach?
The mic?
Yeah, thank you. Here we go, Coach. Take us through what you saw tonight. Unfortunately, you lost a game at home, and I don't think this is what you were looking for or you expected.
Good evening, guys. Firstly, I don't think we played a very good game of football. I think the first half was up and down, and then we give away a goal that we can see was coming, and we try and tell our players that that they need to just concentrate in the last minute of the first half, and lapse of concentration I think cost us the goal, and then we come back second half, and in reality we don't create any clear-cut opportunities. We move the ball, but we make technical errors, and because in one moment I look at it and I think we didn't have a good game of football. That's the bottom line. I thought we should have used the ball better, but in saying that, you are playing the second team on the log, and they're not second for nothing. They put up a good show against us. They defend the one goal, and we are not able to break them down. And we're not a happy camp at the moment, because we wanted to make sure that we get 3 points at least tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go on with the mic. First one already.
Coach, Siasana here from Sunday World. Coach, speaking of you guys not being a happy camp, I was about to ask as to how's the mood in general, how's the mood in the camp or in the dressing room, because it is often said that in order for an employee to perform well or produce good results, they have to be in a happy environment. So just wanted to get an idea as to what's the mood in the camp, how are the players, and so forth. Thank you.
I think why I say not happy camp, because if you looked at us on Saturday before the Cape Town City game, and you looked at us after the Cape Town City game, and you looked at us before this game, then you would have known what I mean about a happy camp. I thought we were on top of our game. Cape Town City, we just did not put the ball in the back of the net, and for that reason I think the players are just not happy with themselves now because of the performance. So that's the unhappy camp I'm talking about. The strength of the camp, yes, they don't want to lose, and that makes it very, very difficult, because when you do lose, you really lose a lot of energy, and we just have to make sure we try and get them back to where they were before the game started, and start again, because that's the only way we can get better.
Coach, in the Sea Times, I think I asked you about a couple of weeks ago about conditioning and things like that. But in the first half, you guys looked very sluggish, very slow. Second half was a much bigger improvement. But why do they look so fatigued? Because there's not many games that you guys have played. You only played 26 games this entire season. And then secondly, Reeve was not in the match day squad. With another injury or just
Who's
competition?
that?
Reeve.
Oh,
First,
just doesn't make the squad like everybody else. You cannot play 30 versus 11. But I don't think you are watching all the games. I personally think you didn't see the game on Saturday against Cape Town City.
I'm referring to this game.
Hey?
I'm referring to this game specifically.
Yeah, but then you didn't watch the game because I thought my players are I don't think they came out of the blocks unfit. Because on Saturday you could see there was about 6 or 7 Cape Town City players that were cramping, and even tonight my players were okay. If you for the eye, think that they came out slower, then that's your opinion. But I don't think they did that.
Good evening, Coach. I'm Makian Karao from Supersport. Coach, I think after the AFCON break, it hasn't been the same Kaizer Chiefs that you started with because the results was much more positive. Are you confident enough that you're still the right man, to change the fortunes of this club up until the end of the season? Do you think the players are still with you mentally and they still believe in you as they should when you started with them?
Always. I believe that. And I think we are still together and they haven't given up hope. It's like we say, you get a sucker punch goal against you and you cannot break the opposition down, which is normal in a football match. It happens. Now maybe it looks like it's happening too often to us. We need to find the right player to score the goal, and we as a group we're struggling to get that. We thought Ash had it. Yeah, we can't rely only on Ash. We got to rely on Modi. We got to rely on Sahile. We got to rely on Shaba, to at least chip in some way, and then we get better. But not to do tonight, and maybe your question is valid to a certain extent, but I can tell you straight that the team and I, we are still together.
Thanks, Coach.
Go for it, Will.
Yeah, hands off. Yeah. Coach, you are now 8 points behind Stellis in the second spot. And I look at how you've performed in the last 3 to 4 matches, especially against direct opponents who are vying for the second spot. When you lose a 6-pointer, then it becomes more of a hopeless situation in terms of achieving that CAF Champions League spot. What would you say is your goal now, especially on the back of how the results are for you? And when you talk about the attack, I look at how Stellis are forming, and you don't have a focal point as a striker. You think that was the right approach in terms of your attack, not have a point of reference?
Yeah, I thought we were not going to change much compared to what we did on Saturday against Cape Town City. We had the right point of attack. We had the right movement, and why change something when it's not broken? And if you had an extra 90 minutes, you always look at it as a tactician or as the coaching staff to say, we got an extra 90 minutes now, put it on and do the same business against Stellis as you've done against Cape Town City, because they also give you a lot of those same moments whereby you can get in, and it didn't work tonight, so that's football.
And the first question about you failing to get desired results against your direct.
I think whether that still stays the same. I think you have 8 games now left or 9 games left. The objective is still to win all games that are available. We have to push for that, and if you push for that, you don't know what can happen to the teams above you. They could also lose games. We don't know that, but our objective stays win as many games as you can, because the league is a marathon, and only after the 30th game will you be able to tell where we are.
Go for it, Temo, without a mic.
Coach, I'm looking at the head coach position at Kaizer Chiefs, which has been vacant till you came in and occupied it. Would you say you've done enough to actually be in the head should Kaizer Chiefs say, now we're looking at your direction, looking at the results, and you stay as an interim coach?
Depends on the bosses. Look, we there, and like I said, there's no interim coach anywhere in the world. You do the job because you are offered the job to do it at that moment, and you have to do your best. Right up until now, we are trying our best as a group of people, and if it works, you clap hands, you say thank you, you ask the team to decide what they want to do. And that's where I am at the moment. I do my best. I try and pick the best teams, try and go out there and win as many games as possible. And if I'm successful, then so be it. If I'm unsuccessful, that's what goes on with win or lose. Football is like that. You either win or you lose.
Yeah, coach. Coach, your next game is Chile Boys. What can you expect in the match?
I know you like using the words arrogance and aggressiveness. What can you expect?
Who uses the word arrogance? You.
You using it. You've been quoted using those words in your website.
On my website.
The TAP's website.
Hey.
We'll pass that one, Coach. If you can go to the question, Chippa United.
Yeah,
Coach.
we regroup now, and we do a regen, get the players back to as normal as we can, in order for them to be football players and not media experts. So we put them back to be football players, and hopefully be able to travel to East London or Port Elizabeth or Canberra and play the best football we can do on the day, and hopefully the gods of football are on my side and he's able to give me 3 points.
Last question.
Amount, coach.
A what?
Amount.
Eamon?
It's London.
East London is now?
Yes, we're not going to PE, Coach. We're going to East London.
Going to Tanzania?
Good one on that lighter note,
Small
Coach.
pitch.
Hold on. That's the last one. That's the last question there. Thanks, leader, for.
Oh, we going to East London?
Yes.
Not Canberra.
Which, on what I saw with the fans, very agitated with the player that came to Chiefs, very highly praised, Mtetwa. What do you say to him when the fans are not so pleased with his performance?
Did you see they were not happy with him today? I didn't see that. Huh? Maybe someone will tell me. I will have to go and speak to him on a personal note and give him some feedback to make him feel like a player. But in saying that, you only notice it afterwards. Like, for example, you're telling me now this, I don't know about it. Maybe he knows about it already because social media is like 15 seconds. I'm sure he was playing with a cell phone. So you see. I have to go to him. You're telling me something that I didn't know about. I thank you very much. It's probably someone that I need to go and chat to and ask him if he's okay about that. But Kaizer Chiefs is a different brand. It happens to all the players. It happened many years ago. It keeps on happening all the time. It's difficult to satisfy all 16 million people at one time. The only thing that satisfies them is the 3 points. And when you lose, it's very difficult to satisfy 16 million people.
Atla, Coach. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Right here.
Are you coming to PE?
I'll see you right here on the 30th, I think, against Sundowns. Thank you very
Coming to
much.
Tanzania?
Stay safe, travel safe. Thanks,
Come to
Coach.
Buffalo Flags. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.